smoke when we all celebrate success. So now we.
Yeah, that's right, you know we. Yeah, that's right, you know we. I thought I told you that we.
Hey guys, sorry about the lack of updates for the last 3 weeks, but I think you'll see why I'm happy to finally be doing this video. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details about why we were delayed. I think by now you sort of understand what what the problem was, but she's home now. And I don't know what it is with digital cameras, but it really doesn't do this color any justice. I cannot tell you how happy I am to finally have her standing in a rightful spot here in the garage. See, I got my blackout kits. Now the wheel arches were ready to go onto the vehicle, but obviously it didn't happen. It was a time constraint, and I got tired of excuses, so I just told the guy I'm coming on Saturday to fetch. You see the stripes are on the right way around. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but originally he put the stripes on upside down. You see all the beading is on. Flag mirrors are on. I actually want to take these screws to a nut and bolt place. I want to try to get blackhead screws, or I might paint these. This looks a bit funny to have, you know, matte black and then chrome screws on this vehicle. But like I say, the neon lights don't really do it any justice. The sunshine, the color is just popping. It's a super popping red. And, you know, all credit where it's due. This guy did an amazing job. When he actually did it himself, when it wasn't as happy, it turned out beautiful. I mean, look at that. So there are a few things I need to still do, some touch-ups and things, stuff that didn't get finished, like the GTI arches, but that is going to become something for the end. These will probably be the last things to go on, so I need to find a safe place to put them. Now you'll see the stance of the car is a little bit weird. It's because there's nothing in the front, so the springs aren't under load, so the nose is sort of sticking up. So one of the things I was doing yesterday, I actually fixed this vehicle on Saturday, and that was an adventure and a half. Oh my god. But yeah, that's maybe a discussion for another time. So first things you'll see, it's not 100% finished. He was meant to paint this black. No problem. I'm happy to have the car back. So there's a little bit of chips. I'm going to have to buy some touch-up paint from him. Touch up some scratches and stuff. Lucky it's in the engine bay. The outside is perfect, but the engine bay I want to look just as good as the outside. So I'm going to do that myself. This I haven't decided. Am I going to do it black? Am I going to do it bronze? I haven't decided. I might just polish it up or just spray it like a Hammerite silver. I want to polish these up with some Brasso, and then put this is the brake booster here, put the master cylinder on, connect the brakes up. One of the things I was doing yesterday, I was starting to see if I have all the required grommets and the rubbers and the mounts and that kind of thing. Engine mounts, I've got polyurethane, I'm not worried about that. The cam belt side, gearbox side, that's the lower engine mount goes in there. There's one that goes in here. I just need to fix up the bracket that holds it here, sort of like a ball over here. Is obviously for the radiator, but the important things. So I've got new rubbers that go in here. I need to feed them along. These are the fuel lines, supply and return. So that fits in there to stop this rubbing against the body, because obviously you don't want fuel to run through. Now I've got another one here for the brake lines, which is the same story. Let me put the lights up. So I don't want my brake lines rubbing against the body here and wearing through. So I do have them, I just need to put them on. And then I need to make a ground strap, which I probably should have done before I bolted this in, because this is an absolute nightmare with these polyurethane bushes. If I take this bolt out, the whole thing's going to shift. So I'm going to fit it. I drilled a hole here, so I'm going to run a very short ground strap from here to here. This was a nightmare to put in, this new knuckle joint boot. So this is for the water, the heater matrix. This goes inside. There's two pipes that run like this. I've got this. These are for the main engine harness. I put these in already. These are for the rain tray. Now, guys, quick hint. If you're having issues with your City Golf or your Mark 1 accumulating water in your footwells, it's these guys. So these guys have gotten clogged. So you just need to take a long screwdriver, wiggle it around in there, get all the leaves and debris out of these things. What happens is these will get clogged. This is where the blower goes in. So this whole rain tray will fill with water. It will come through the screw holes, through your blower into your center console. Oh, still so much polishing dust. So yeah, that's a quick fix for you. If you having trouble with water infiltrating the cabin, check these guys first. So yeah, one of the things I noticed is the rubber for the old rain trap is still on the frickin' body. He sprayed over this rubber, you see? So I'm going to need to peel this off, and that'll reveal the primer underneath. Now that's not ideal, but I'll show you what it is. So the new one already comes with this rubber. So what I'm going to need to do is peel all this crap off. I'm going to take probably my high heat enamel and a very thin brush and just paint along here, up and down. Once that's dry, I can stick this sucker straight in. So it'll go in like this. Boom. So this is obviously for the nozzle for the windscreen wipers. Boom. It'll just go on like that. So that's why this guy was here. Now I have a full-size rain tray. It runs from here to here, and I've got the rubbers. I just need to cut the size. I did manage to get the rubber sponges that go up here, so that just guides the water into the rain tray. One of the things I would like to do is get replacement rubbers here. I need to clean this guy up. With the car being resprayed, this just looks really shite. I mean, the bolts look terrible. So I need to either replace this or shine it up a bit. Same story with this guy. I need to replace that. Now I got new stoppers in here, so that's pretty sweet. I do need to get new covers here and here. I need to touch up. I don't know how that happened. I need to just touch up here and here. And then the other thing I noticed, this is where your clutch cable comes through, guys. Now anyone who's owned a Mark 1 or a City Golf knows, over time your clutch cable saws down. You know, it wears through the grommets and it seesaws down. So this has actually been repaired. They did a really good job down here, and he left a nice big hole over here. So I need to put some rust treatment in there, and I'll probably patch that up with some silicone. I think I did a bit of a shite job there, but that's fine. That's fine. So the engine bay is mostly done. Just a few bits and pieces I need to tidy up for myself. Let's have a look at the inside. Oh yeah, no handles. Alright, so first thing you'll notice, the doors are swinging. Why? Because the door stay is missing. So I need to find a replacement one of those. Probably going to end up having to paint these guys. This paint chipped off. I think he took the doors off to spray, you know, because the bubbling. So I do have this thing somewhere. I just need to find it. I need to get the rubbers that sort of, it's like a triangular shaped rubber that covers the door stay. But one thing that might be a problem is this little screw hole up here. So that holds the black window guide. There's obviously a quarter window goes in here, and there's a black window guide. I don't know where these screws are. I took them out, put them in a box. Either they got lost or he lost them. But you know, one of the nice things he did, which I didn't think he was going to, and he didn't really have to, is he started putting in this is VW factory sound deadener all along here. Now he didn't need to do that, he didn't charge me for it, unless I've already paid it with the initial respray over a year and a half ago. So that was nice of him anyway. I need to change these rubbers, these are really nasty looking. So yeah, I need to tidy this up a bit. No one's going to see this once the dashboard is on, so it's maybe not such a critical concern. And then yeah, so yeah, you can see here, this is what the inside of the door stay looks like. So I do have this somewhere. So yeah, again, small touch-ups. I'm not going to do too much here because this is obviously going to be covered with a carpet. I need to fit the handbrake, that's why there's a rock at the back. I need to fix this up, this hard point, so once the handbrake is in, and I can at least pull the handbrake up when she's in the garage and I don't have a problem. This thing, I need to replace it with a whole new one. So, you see this one is bent. I've got a new one which is nice and straight, so we'll get that sorted. Shouldn't maybe rock around too much, I can feel the whole car moving, I just have a rock there. Alright, so I need to modify this, and I'll show you what the new light looks like. This is for the old style light. I need to square this off a bit for the new one. One of the important things that I did notice that I do have these mounting points for the roof beams. I do have all the original ribs and stuff for the roof lining. So these are the bits that the guys were worried about. They're all there, all in place. I need to get some bug and tar remover to clean this stuff off. I thought the panel beater was going to do that, but apparently not. But that's small stuff. That's maybe a heat gun, a bit of scraping, and then some bug and tar remover. So that's not a problem. I'll do that later. Much later. I need to run, this is the old wiring for the old light. Need to cut these guys off, and I think it pulls out over there. So we yank those out. So yeah, the interior, there's not really that much to do, guys. I did make contact with someone today who's probably going to end up doing the interior for me. That's just masking tape, that's not a problem. But yeah, the interior is pretty much all it needs to be. As you must remember that the roof line will obviously cover the roof. It'll come down the A pillars, B pillars, C pillars, and all the way. I want to wrap the whole. Some people leave this section open. Now you can hear my hands are scraping up paint. It's a bit rough. So I want to do it one continuous piece. So yeah. Now obviously I'm not going to run a back seat anymore. So all of this is going to be, I have a plan for this. I do have covers for the top shock mounts here at the back. I need to take these guys off. These are the standoffs that the back seat clips into. These guys will stay. I probably need to incorporate that into what I'm going to do later. But I mean, these are part of the body, so these have to stay. Yeah, you put some soundproofing in here as well. We had a bit of an issue with the lower beadings. We had to make a plan there with some different screws. Now I do have grey covers here for the back, but one of the things I mentioned I need to do is I need to go buy some hardboard, and I'll show you why now. So what I want to do here, I need to mock up this shape here. I want to make a hardboard insert that covers that. Once the soundproof is installed behind, I don't really have a need to get in there. So I'm going to close this up. I'm going to close this up. Normally what mounts here is a water bottle for the rear wiper. Now I have a rear wiper, but I'm not going to actually fit it, or connect it rather. It's going to just be sort of a dummy. I changed my mind. I was going to close it up. Then I changed my mind and left it because I thought I would hook it up. But it's going to be there. It's going to have a wiper arm on it, but I'm not going to use it. It's not going to be wired up for now. I need to get the black covers or make something. There's normally two black plastic caps here. Now the grommet I bought for this rear door lock for some unknown reason isn't fitting, so I need to make a plan there as well. And one of the things I also want to do out of hardboard is I want to build a enclosure. Basically I want to square this off. So you'll run the wiring for the lights, and they sort of tuck in, you know, that's what this is for. You plug them in here, tuck them in here, and you can sort of use these standoffs to hold the wiring, plug in there. Then it runs along this side all the way to the fuse box. So I want to square this off. You'll see these holes are very oval. Now this is just, I mean this car is what, 30 something years old now, so I need to get a piece of square, well not square, but flat steel, and just sort of repair that. Same story here. You see the one side is very oval, the other side is still fine. So I'm just going to square these, well not square these off, but flat these down, and then measure up and drill holes through there. So once that's done, once the soundproofing's in here, and here, there, along this back panel, inside the footwell, not the footwell, the spare wheel well, you know, then I can do the boot floor, and then we're good to go. So if I can get a very thin soundproofing, I might line this, but it has to be very thin, obviously, because the roof lining needs to sit flush. This is for the rear seat belt holder. This is sort of where the top piece goes. The bottom piece bolts on here. Now, I'm not going to be running rear seat belts. I did buy them, but I'm just going to hold on to them. Obviously, there's no point in fitting seat belts if I'm not going to have any rear seats. The front seat belts will mount here, and then this is like a little grab handle that mounts here. I've got new ones of those. I'll show you guys those in a bit. So yeah, that's really the proof. You know, the soundproofing is going to be all over the cabin. Floor pan, the whole boot floor, everything. So there's a lot of work to come. I haven't done anything. On Sunday I literally just spent the day looking at the car. I was just so happy to have her back, guys. You must understand. And you guys as well. I'm sure you guys have been tired of hearing about this flipping garage and you wanted to see the actual car, but that's why you're here, right? So yeah, I just basically stared from every conceivable angle. But let's go outside a bit. I've got some more stuff to show you. Yeah, I need to get that handbrake. You probably can't see it, but the car is moving every time I shift my weight around. So guys, please excuse the mess. We haven't really... Oh, this was quite a good... I scored this brand new Vice. And when I say brand new, it's tongue-in-cheek. It's been used about 5 or 6 times. But normally these goes in the shop for about 2 grand. I scored this guy for 700, so that was a win. I bought a vacuum cleaner for a dust collection system, but if you guys see how small this thing is, that's not going to do it. It's 1200 watts, but no, that's not going to work for a garage, so I'll have to get a bigger one later. Right, so onto the front valence now. Jazz. So one of the things that was pointed out to me, because this is a city front valence, we obviously had to close up the holes for the modern City Golf grille, right? That wasn't a problem. Just some tack welds and then some body filler and we're good to go. Sorted. However, the 3-piece grille, so it lines up with these mount points here in the front and it clips on here on the inside. The end caps though, I need to drill some new holes. So I need to mark those off just now. I think they go here, and I think this might work, but these are for the headlights. And I think I have to drill a hole here and a here, I think. So I need to mock that up a little bit later and just make sure that I drill straight and in the correct place. Because then I can fit, you know, basically what I want to do is I want to fit the headlights, the end caps, the new grille. I need to get these things. There's normally grills that fit in here, and I think they run the whole way to here. Both sides. So I need to try and source those. I've got a lower duckbill spoiler. I've got reflectors for here. Got to fit the bumpers. So I'm going to try and get some of the exterior stuff done, but you know, things like fitting the grommets and the body trim and that sort of stuff. Lucky he's done most of it. You know, with the beadings and stuff, he did a really good job. They're nice and tight, so hopefully they don't fall off when I'm racing around town. But yeah, I need to polish the brake lines, the fuel lines, just to make them look good, and then seal them with some clear coat or something. I don't know how much of this I'm going to show you. You might just see the end products. Obviously, like I said in my previous video, it's your likes and your comments that's going to determine what you see. One thing that's going to be a pain is getting the right screws. I need to clean these guys up. They look terrible, but I need to get the right screws. I need to the rubbers all around the doors, around the windows. I still need to get the windows polished up. Get off my car. I need to get a new sprayer for this, obviously, because I can't leave this open. And this grommet, man, this grommet's a pain in the ass. And then yeah, obviously these taillights, guys, these are not staying on the car. These are the full smoke aftermarket ones. They did claim to be Hella, but you'll see the badge is missing. So these are just placeholders for now. They do look good on the car, I must be honest. But when you put current through them, first of all, the red reflection inside here is loose. Second of all, they come out pink. This one comes out pink. So I've got different taillights that are going to go on. Rear bumper, straight on, that's a no-brainer. So now, I'm very loath to drill into my newly resprayed, newly vinyled rear valence. South African law requires me to have a number plate that's riveted onto the number plate holder and bolted to the car. So I can't really get around that. People have told me to use double-sided tape or Velcro. I really don't want to have shit when this thing is on the road. So I'm going to have to line everything up straight, mark it off, and drill very carefully, and then silicone the holes when I bolt everything together. I do still need to get number plate lights. This car never had them, so I'm going to have to go to a scrapyard and pull them off. I was sure there was a towing eye supposed to stick out of this hole, that's why it's there. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not changing the valence again. Oh yes, this guy, let me show you. Sorry guys, I'm all over the place tonight. So this came off of a really manky City Golf sitting outside in the sun for 30 years. This guy, this vinyl, has shrunk. So this actually is supposed to fill the gap around the fuel cap. I do also need to take the barrel out. I need to figure out how to get this barrel out so I can put the new one in, and I want to paint this ring red. I want to use, this is the original thing that came with the car, so I want to use this. So that's something that needs to be done. This thing, useless. Can't use it, it's shrunk. So it not only does it look really, really bad, but it's shrunk. It won't look good on the car at all. So this guy, in the bin. Ah, yes, and the other nice thing, I've got the A-pillar covers that run along here. So what I might do this weekend is do a bit of a mock-up, put all the headlights and bumpers and everything on, put the trim on, so you guys can get a sort of a impression of the end result. And that's really it, guys. I mean, my kids ran myself and my wife ragged this weekend. We literally didn't have time to even think about you know, playing with cars and stuff. I still need to get these rubber bits that stop the bonnet vibrating when the car's moving on both sides. So there's a bit more stuff to get. I do have something interesting to show you, which I'm going to save for another video though. Something that's literally going to go on last along with these guys. But yeah, it's worth the wait, guys, I promise. But anyway, if you think the video deserves it, please give us a like. It helps the channel out a great deal. I really appreciate the likes and the comments. And that's it, guys. I mean, I'm hoping that this will be a very fruitful experience for me to finally get this car on the road. The guys at my office are dying for me to bring it in. I can't wait to actually have, you know, that first shakedown drive. I want to go out to Hartbeespoort Dam with a mate of mine. And it's gonna sound lame, but there's a place in Hartbeespoort Dam called Pick a Pancake, where you literally design your own pancake. Don't ask me why that's going to be the shakedown cruise, but it is. Yes, it's free advertising for Pick a Pancake, huh? But yeah, guys, I mean, I just can't stop looking at this vehicle. It's so clean, it is so straight. And, you know, for all the shit I got with this panel beater, for all the aggravation and the frustration I had to deal with, I gotta say, he did a good job. Look at this, I mean, look at this. She really is amazing. And yeah, I'm sorry that the relationship got a bit sour towards the end. But I mean, he's packing up and going to Mauritius soon anyway, so it's not like I can really use him again. There's another project that may happen. That's also something that you guys can decide on. So as my channel grows, we can experiment with different vehicles together. Let's close this up now. Now, one of the things some of the guys do, and I have run them on sorry guys, not so easy with one hand. I have run them on my previous City Golf, my 2-liter Project Malibu, is the bonnet struts. Now I'm very nervous about putting them on this car because they tend to kink the bonnet if you don't fit them right. I think the brand was Jamex. So what I used to do with my 2-liter is I would pop the hood, lift it halfway, and it would sort itself out. Now I never had the issue with the kinking bonnet. It sort of kinks about here. And then you've got to replace the bonnet. I never had that issue, but I've seen so many people have it. So that's a bit touch and go. I may not fit those. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. So you see, it's just Sikaflex. This one's damaged. I need to fill that up. I need to spray it again. You'll see it's very dirty, very old. Now I think it fits on like that. Now, and this is obviously people will have their own opinions on this, but these things are rumored to add, no, definitely goes on the other way, between 5 and 10 kilometers per hour to your absolute top end. I've never measured a vehicle, I've never owned them before, so I cannot confirm or deny, but there's been enough old-timers telling me you equip these guys and a camo or a Zender rear spoiler. So the Zender is the 3-piece spoiler, so it's got a piece that sits here, goes along the top, and here. Now it sort of sits flush. But Google it, it's a really nice looking spoiler. I could have bought one, but I made such a fuss about it, the owner realized it was worth something and he decided to hold on to it. Let me get the other piece. I still need to clean this, guys. That was meant to be a mini project and I never did. But now that I have a vise, maybe I can speed that up. I may need to replace this one. You see the tip broke off. I got it broken, so I don't think I can disguise it though. It's going to stick out like a sore thumb. So there we go. Now you've got to imagine the windscreen's in and these things are cleaned up, stuck on flush. So that kind of completes the line. We're going to have blackout, blackout, and then blackout all the way around the back with my camo spoiler at the back on the tailgate. So that's kind of the end product, basically mocked up there for you already. Obviously without the headlights and things. Let me know what you guys think about these. I've never had a car with these on before. I just like the look, to complete the sort of mock GTI look. Better clean that off. Bug and tar remover, here we come. So yeah, look, that's my personal opinion. I like the look, so I'm going to clean these guys up, and we'll get those on the car. That's another thing the panel beater was supposed to do, is clean these up and spray them. Bygones. I'm going to try and stop complaining about the guy now. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's still stuff we need to do in the garage, but you'll see it in the background, guys. I'm going to stop trying to talk about this garage, and this is what we're here for, Kirschwasser. So yeah, I could look at this thing all day, I promise you. In the sunshine, this thing is amazing. I don't know what it is with my iPhone, this digital camera. It just doesn't do this color justice. Rally red. I'll get the paint code for you guys and stick it up. It's the same red as the Mark II GTI. That's where we got the color from. Now I wanted to do it flash red like the modern Polos, but flash red on this body comes out pink. I don't know why. It's red in the tin. It's red out the gun. When it dries on these old body panels, it goes pink. So yeah, it's not going to be flash red. Actually kind of looks like this color. Mars red also kind of looks like this color. Now Mars red, that's the color I actually wanted to do. Mars red looks orange in the sun. It looks like a brand new car with a 30-year-old paint job, a car that stood in the sun. Now don't get me wrong, Mars red is a fantastic color. It just looked really weird on this. When I looked at it in the sun, you know, we did this fender a few colors. Not this fender actually, it was a Pirate fender I had that we were using as a dummy, but flash red, pink. Mars red, orange. Panel beater refused to do Mars red. He told me straight. I'm gonna not like the color. He actually suggested this color. He mocked up a panel for me. He did the front valence. And I came to look at it in the sun. And inside it looked good. Outside it looked good. I mean, look at this. Nice popping fire engine red. So rally red, guys. That's the color. Porsche Polar Silver is another color, but that would have been a 60,000 Rand paint job. So that's not happening. It would have looked fantastic though. Google it. Porsche Polar Silver VW Mark 1. There's a specific one that comes up. Amazing. But I'm going to leave it here, guys. Like I said, if you feel the channel deserves it, like, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends. You guys can help me grow, and we can obviously try a few other things. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I'm going to go upstairs now and edit this. Hopefully it won't be too hectic, but we'll get this up hopefully tonight or tomorrow night. That being Wednesday. And anyway, cheers for now, guys. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more and be kept up to date, please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to my channel. With your help, we can get this project complete and move on to the next one. Bye for now.